with $328 a day from affiliate marketing on autopilot. What's going on, my friends? I'm Michel from mindset.win. Today we will continue to learn how to make money online fast with affiliate marketing. With the second lesson, how to find keywords for niche size.
You can research through keyword use. Another way to research your products is through keyword research. Keyword research is basically the practice of looking at what users are searching for and how they search for it on the internet. I am not a huge person that recommending just going out and doing the research through keyword research. You want to understand the keywords people are using. You want to understand what kind of keywords that people are showing so that you can meet that person at the search bar. You need to do that. But a lot of the times that doesn't mean that it's going to be something that's profitable. There's so much more that you have to be looking into. And you can start looking for the advertising the competition's got going on. Just because there's a lot of competition, it might make it hard. So, got to be looking for paid advertising. There's so much more than just involves just using keywords, but you need to do the keyword research to find out what people are typing into that search bar to look for, that they're looking for the solutions to their problems in that niche. Long-tailed keywords, instead of targeting one or two, targeting one or the two-word search terms can be difficult and ineffective. So if you're just using one-word keywords like which we'll talk about here in a second, or just the two-word ones, it might be difficult and ineffective for you to really meet that person at the search bar and get yourself noticed, because a lot of the times the competition, the larger competition, is already going to have those keywords pretty much cornered, and it's going to be hard to really use them ones. You'll find yourself competing with big established websites, and you'll most likely run into the problem of low conversion rates, where you're just not going to be able to find that person, because a lot of times when they're coming in, they're searching for one keyword. They're really not sure what they're searching for yet. They've just typed into somewhere to get them started in their search. Long-tailed keywords will generally be able to drive a lot of good quality traffic to your website, and that will give you a higher conversion of sales. Because what they're doing is they're typing in very specific keywords because they know exactly what they're looking for already. And those are the ones that you want to be really focusing on, because those are going to be the highest converting keywords for you to get. Break down main niches into sub niches. An example would be like guitar. It gives you 267 million results. That's a lot to compete against. It's got a large amount of competition and possibly have a very saturated market, and I can guarantee you that it's going to have a saturated market. Somebody that's coming on searching for the word guitar does not really understand or have a clue what they're really looking for. They just know that they're interested in guitars right now. They're just probably starting their research. Maybe you can break it down into, maybe you're interested into electric guitars. As you notice, as you go through these, the search numbers start getting a little bit less. It's going to be a little bit easier to compete against. 15 million, it's still got a good amount of people in it. It's still going to be kind of hard to compete because there's going to be a lot of big competition out there in electric guitar, and the same with acoustic guitar. So maybe we break it down even farther and we go into beginner acoustic guitar. You see, we're just adding one more keyword into this and making a long-tailed keyword. These people that are searching for a beginner acoustic guitar, they're not interested in the electric guitar so much anymore. They're interested in acoustic, and they're a beginner. They're going to be looking for maybe beginner courses, beginner guitars, beginner guitar lessons and stuff that you can provide. So this puts in your mind what this person is going to be actually looking for. Not that they're just looking for a beginner guitar, it's an acoustic guitar. And probably if they're a beginner, they're going to be maybe looking for coaching, some lessons that maybe you can provide. And as you can see, the search results are still a little bit less. Still a very good market to get into because there's a lot of people still searching for it. You can break it into farther down in beginner acoustic guitar lessons. These people probably already purchased their guitar. They're probably not looking for that guitar anymore, but maybe this was your what comes next after they purchased your guitar from your site. So now you're going to be, they're specifically looking for acoustic guitar lessons. As you can see, there's still a good amount of people searching. So there's still a very lucrative niche to get into. Learn how to play acoustic guitar by ear. If that person comes in and types in those keywords, they know exactly what they are looking for. There's still over 1,000 people searching for that. This might be something for you to add into your site after you've got acoustic guitar lessons. Maybe teaching them how to play it by ear next after you started teaching them, learning them how to play guitar. Really break it down, because once you find these big long keywords and stuff, these people know exactly what they're searching for. You're going to find higher conversions when somebody shows up to your site because they're ready to purchase now. They know what they're looking for specifically. They found you at the search bar because you positioned yourself there, and now they're ready to pretty much buy. You just have to, as long as you got good copy, a good offer, so you got to always remember there's still more that comes there. You got to have good copy, a good offer and stuff. So that's what you're going to have to be researching as well. When you're looking at all of these other products and stuff, what other products are out there teaching acoustic guitar by ear? What can you do different to really stand out above everybody else that would be teaching acoustic guitar by ear? You're going to be able to, by breaking them down, the broad term keywords down into sub niches, you can find a more targeted niche to work with, and you're going to be able to stand out a whole lot easier, and because the competition is not going to be as fierce. Here's another couple examples I want to show you, and I want to kind of show you something here. And this is just a topic that I've always been interested in, and that's why we're using this one. But if you were to type in the word chicken, if somebody showed up and typed in the word chicken and you're concentrating on that keyword chicken, what's going to happen is Google's going to search for that, and they're going to bring up all sorts of things. They're not maybe your interest is in different chicken breeds or whatever that your niche is. It's, a certain chicken breed or whatever. And when they type in the word chicken, what's going to happen is they're going to go all over the place. You're going to find chicken recipes, because Google doesn't know if they're talking about, eating chicken, raising a chicken. They're really not, it's not really sure what that person's searching for yet, except they're looking to deal with something to deal with the word chicken. It's going to be hard to really compete against that. And people aren't really, they're not going to be very targeted right at that point. Now, I want to show you something just by adding an S to something one time to some of the words that you use, what can happen. By adding an S to the word chicken gives a whole new meaning to that thing. Now it's not talking about like a chicken recipe or a chicken dinner or something like that, or how to cook a chicken. Now we're talking about chickens, and when Google sees that S on there, they think that you're start talking about live chickens, raising chickens. So now you're going to start learning going into different, how to build chicken coops, as you can see, breeds of chicken, raising backyard chickens. And as you're going through here, start looking at the search results. What's coming up? Backyard chickens, incubating eggs. There's different things that you can start thinking about as different topics here. Maybe something starts sparking an interest. Breeds of chickens. So it's going to start, this site's going to tell you all about the different breeds of chickens out there. Maybe there's specific breeds you want to get into. Raising backyard chickens, the country chicken. So what that's going to tell you is, what about people raising chickens in the city? That's a whole different niche. Over here, you're going to find different paid advertising. Very good. We'd like to see paid advertising. That means that this is a profitable niche to get into. I was told that it wasn't one time. I do not believe it to this day, because I see a lot of people making money in this. Maybe not getting rich in this niche, but there's some good money. And they know it because there's people over here paying for advertising. You can go over here. Maybe you can become an affiliate to some of these products that are going to be advertised in these things. Go to their sites. Look at the products that are being recommended. Go there and find out what you could do to add to those products to stand out above the crowd. Example of raising chickens. Maybe you're talking you want to break it down even farther, and you're just specifically talking about raising chickens. Again, maybe it's different kinds. You got Rhode Island Reds over here. So you have a chicken niche of raising Rhode Island chickens or something, or raising poultry, different keywords that people would be searching for. Poultry would, raising, instead of just raising chickens, raising poultry, maybe raising hens, raising roosters, whatever, raising a flock of chickens, different things over here. Break it down even to certain breeds of chickens that you can get into. When people come on, typing in things like raising silky chickens, which is a type of breed, they're looking specifically for information on raising silky chickens. They're probably not looking for, they probably already know about raising chickens. Now they're looking for specific breeds, and you're going to be able to target them a little bit more and offer them the help that they need and the information, and you're going to be able to stand out above the crowd a little bit easier. Electronic gaming is not a niche. It's too broad. Xbox repairs is a niche, and it's a very profitable niche. How to win at Madden is a niche. So, people come in there, just electronic gaming is going to be very hard to compete against. How to win at Madden is going to be something that's a little bit easier for you to compete in. Gardening is not a niche. There's going to be people typing in the word gardening. You're going to have all sorts of kind of results come up. It's going to be hard to compete. Hydroponic growing is a niche. How to grow a bigger hybrid tea roses is a niche. You can get into organic gardenings and different niches in organic gardening. So really start thinking about breaking them down into sub niches so that it's easier for you to stand out and compete. The advantage is narrowing your focus to a small niche market. There's much less competition, and it's easier for you to dominate. You can often find great deals on advertising on other sites that target your small markets. So always be checking out the advertising and stuff to find out what kind of products are recommending, because you're going to be able to find great deals on advertising when you get into these smaller niches where you can do your own advertising, finding JV partners and stuff that are out there that are willing to JV with you, that they can help you advertise. It's a whole lot easier in these more focused niches. You can easily gain the loyalty of your customers, which is you have to do, which offers you lots of opportunities to expand your offer with related products and follow-up offers. You really need to start narrowing your focus down. That's why you see a lot of people where they're maybe in the make money online market where they're targeting specific things. Maybe their expertise is in list building. That's part of making money online. But they're not focusing on just making money online. They're focused on just list building. Maybe they're focusing on certain types of list building. So they're really going to narrow it down even more, like building a list from your blog, or, maybe they're just talking about building relationships with your list within that. You can easily gain the loyalty of your customers, which offers you lots of opportunities to expand your offers with related products and follow-up offers. And this is really important because you've got to gain loyalty of your customers. If not, they're going someplace else that they trust. You've got to gain their respect. You've got to become across as the credible expert, and taking advantage of narrowing your focus down to smaller targeted niches is really going to help you do that and compete easier and help you to dominate your niche. Google Keyword Tool. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I do not do a lot of my niche research here. What I really go in here looking for is to make sure I check out different keywords people are using. So maybe, you can type in things like, we got an example here of Verizon cell phones that we brought up. You can go down through the list and you'll see different times there's different spellings that misspellings that people are doing and stuff that are actually being searched for a lot. Like down here, you got a whole misspelling of Verizon, Verison. Well, there's a lot of competition competing for that, and there's quite a few people actually searching. They're misspelling Verizon. Well, that's a good keyword to start looking for and maybe using and stuff. So start looking. Column 1, you got your advertising, your competition over here. Column 2, you got your monthly search volume. It's globally here. Over in column 3 is the local month search volume and stuff that you go on. This is a good tool to really start going into looking for the keywords, making people are actually sure that they're searching for those words and that you're using. It might give you different ideas for keywords. You can get an account here, and once you get your account, you can actually go in and it'll actually give you more than just, initially without an account, it'll give you like 100 search results. if you have an account, you log in, it'll give you many more search results for it. See that there's competition. All green is going to mean that there's heavy competition. And as you can see that there's a lot of people searching for Verizon cell phones, got a lot of paid competition. This is going to be talking about, people that are paying for competition, for advertising and stuff in there. Maybe it's going to be hard to compete in that niche. So that's kind of what I use the Google keyword tool for. Check Google AdWords Ads. When you do a search on Google for your keyword, you will get the Google search results page. On the right-hand side of the page, you will see sponsored links by Google. These are what are known as pay-per-click ads of your potential competitors. These are something that's really important for you to look into, because that's going to tell you if there's paid advertising. If people aren't paying for advertising, chances are it's not going to be profitable. So what you would do is type in something like organic gardening into Google. You'd go to the search bar, in your Google search bar, type in Google, and here's the results that you get when you type it in. Over here you see your sponsored links. These are the paid advertising. Just because they're advertising and they're probably going to send you to a sales page or a product, good. Go to some of those. Find out what kind of products people are promoting. Find out, what, like we've been talking about, find out what you can add. Maybe there are products that you can become affiliates for. Maybe there's these are product owners that you can become a JV partner with. Start looking through the different topics and stuff that you can start going through, and really maybe start narrowing your niches down and stuff. Over here we're talking about organic information for pest control and vegetable. So maybe you just got organic vegetable gardening or organic fruit gardening or flower gardening or whatever that you might. So start looking through the different things that are going on out there. Over here you'll see a lot of other opportunities for you, and we'll kind of go into those in here in just a second. So what you see here, when you type in the word organic gardening, right away Google's going to start giving you different things that you could actually start searching for. Maybe organic gardening blogs, companion planting and stuff for organic garden, fertilizer, books on organic gardening. That might be a great place to start looking for topics that you could in organic gardening, or for products out there. Organic gardening supplies, maybe some more great places that you could become affiliate with some physical products. Talking about pest controls, it'll narrow it down a lot of times within the niche where you might live at. Organic gardening tips. Organic gardening tips would be a great place to go research, because a lot of times they'll give you maybe their top 10 tips. They're usually very little, just a couple little paragraphs that you could use to expand on. So maybe you take those top 10 tips, you create a nice ebook out of each one of those tips by adding to each one of those tips, changing the titles around a little bit differently and making it your own, and really adding so it can give you some good ways that you could start adding content to your sites. Organic gardening magazines would be another great place, because there's going to be different advertising going on. Finding out what kind of ads are going into the organic gardening, what type of topics people are really looking for, because these magazines do their research. They know what people are searching for, and they're going to be looking for content to put in there that is focused around the problems that people are having, that they've done their research on. But once you type in, let's stick with organic gardening, you go in there. You got your, like we've shown you here, your sponsored ads. You start looking down through the different things where people are looking. We got organic vegetables, flowers, fruits, maybe different things that we could get into here. Over here, we can go in and check out the news. The different news that's going on in organic gardening that are coming up in the search engine. You can find different organic blogs that you could go start. Maybe you can start leaving links on these blogs back to your pages and stuff. So you go and comment, leading links back to your blog and stuff. So this is a great way to also, while you're doing research, is to find ways that you can generate free traffic back to your sites. But checking out the blogs, usually this comes along with a blog owner that you could maybe contact. Maybe this is a person that's got products that you could be selling, that you could start JV partnering with. It's got different video results on organic gardening. What this will do is show you a lot of times you can go to these videos and stuff, and a lot of times they'll have a link leading back to a squeeze page or back to their site where hopefully there's a squeeze page. Again, these people are list building. You can find out the different types of things. You can see how people are doing their videos and stuff to maybe spark some ideas for you. You can go in and look for organic books. It's going to show you different books. Maybe start searching through them and stuff that are different topics that they're going. And of course, down here we got organic books for dummies. Like I said, organic. If Dummies has it, it's a great niche to get into. So those are kind of things to be looking at. So just really start researching. Don't just go in here and take quick glances. Really, when you're in your research mode, really dive deep into it, and it's going to give you a lot of more. There's a whole lot there to be that you can really get into.